start off the game, just Tommy Barrass. Have you got an update after seeing the specialist?
Oh, he had surgery yesterday, so he'll be between 7 and 10 weeks. So he had a stress-related foot concern that was in his toe, and without going into too much detail, he'll miss a bit of time.
You had a meeting also, Optus, during the week.
Yep.
Did you get anywhere with the stadium? And
we did. Yeah. Look, I think it was more collaborative than we've ever been. So yeah, everyone's working really hard. We're working really hard to get our players fit and available, and they understand our concerns, and we're at least working together now towards getting a resolution.
Is it just a matter of softening the ground, or what needs to be?
Oh, look, there's so much to it, and I must admit some of it went over my head with the grass, and it's just my presence there was more to talk about just how the players are feeling and the concern we have for them. So they listened, we listened to them, and we'll work hard towards perhaps getting a little bit softer. We'll be a bit better with our management of our players when we train there. And to be honest, the back half of the season is not too bad. It's just that front half that we're concerned about, and we're talking.
So have you changed your thoughts on whether you'll train there or not, or is that?
We'll keep working through that. Yeah, I think there's, once again, the communication's important. So they're trying to prepare the ground for game day, and so we'll work through that.
Selection after last week's game, do you back the same boys to get the job done? Or?
Yeah, well, unfortunately we'll miss Redo this week. He's got lower leg soreness, so he'll be unavailable this week. So we'll make at least one change, and then we'll bring Venables into the side. And in terms of backing our players in, we always back them in. Getting the mix right is important for us, but we were so disappointing last week. So the majority of the players will be there.
That little giggle tells me that maybe Redden misses because of the stadium.
No, I can't. We can't blame every injury on the stadium. So I'm not here to do that. But the injuries that we are getting are similar. So like I said, we're working through all that. That's part of our management as well, is where we train.
So what is Redden a foot?
Yeah, it's around that area. So just once again, we had to name the team before we trained last night. So I think it's 3 or 4 weeks in a row we haven't had a player get to the line, whereas perhaps they would have in the past. So we're working hard on that.
And if you can find a positive out of this, I would imagine Dom Sheed can jump back into a full midfield role now.
Oh yeah, that's we've been reasonably happy with Dom's year. He's been down a little bit the last couple of weeks, but he hasn't been alone. There's been guys who've played whole games on the ball who've been a little bit off at stages. So we're working really hard on getting that consistency with our mids and with everyone. And this is it's a fantastic opportunity this week. We're going to be pretty young, play a ground that's hard to win at, and it's good to be the underdogs in a big game.
Venables, do you feel like you could use a bit of speed after last week?
Well, it depends on what speed is. Is it your personnel? Is it the way you move the ball? Is it your attitude? All those things come into play. So he's definitely got good speed. But we've also got players on our side who can bring that as well. So it's not just about that.
Looking back at last week, what's the number one area that you want to fix this week?
There was a few from last week, but we got outplayed in almost every area. So the consistency throughout a game is really important. Winning the ball, we just didn't win enough of the ball. So it wasn't too complicated. I don't think there was a massive strategic move that we didn't handle. I just thought we got beaten up around the ball and we got outworked. So those type of things can be fixed pretty quickly. But if you don't bring that against Geelong, because they're number one at that, so that's going to be pretty important.
The charter flight today, is that a sign of things to come, or is it just a trial, or what's it?
I don't know. A bit of both. Are you on the plane?
No, it's the 70s, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So look, we try and reduce the flight time and the travel time by a couple of hours. That's great for us. It's a Sunday afternoon game, so I hope people don't think we're precious with all that, because we're getting home at 2 or 3 in the morning on occasions when it's a 4:40 game. So this just takes an hour off that travel time. So yeah, it's good from the club. We'll definitely take it.
Hutchings, Smo, does he get a job this week again? And I'm not sure you can tell us things, but the Giants sort of switch between Dangerfield and Kelly. Is that something that you might look at on the game as well?
Yeah, I think last time we might have ran with Selwood, so it's take your pick really. But he'll have a job. That's what he's in the side for. So that's his role. So that'll be worked out the next couple of days.
Nathan Vardy, do you continue to back your two rucks, or do you need a change there?
Yeah, we're looking at all that. I mean, we'll make the final decision in the next few hours. No doubt you'll be at the airport. That doesn't mean they're all flying today, but yeah, we're working through all that. But we probably think our ruck combination's been solid without being outstanding, and they've been playing their roles. So we're looking at all that. The dynamic of our side's not too dissimilar to last year, but it's a little bit different. So we're working through what's best for us. There's been times this year it's worked really well, and there's been times where we've been disappointing.
Mick Boldhouse last week on radio said in the Derby you played like millionaires. Do you think your players have got ahead of themselves a little bit?
In what sense?
Well, as playing like millionaires.
What's that mean?
Sums up as they're playing like they're a little bit ahead of themselves.
I need give me some examples.
Mick's saying it, so I haven't got the examples.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. I don't know what that means. What does playing like a millionaire mean? Oh, I can't answer. You'd have to give me a bit more detail.
I'll ask Mick.
All right.
Get back to you.
Maybe Mick can give me a call.
Be pretty unlikely that Ablett would get booed at Geelong, wouldn't it, this week?
I know it's a topic of conversation, and I think we've had our fair share both ways. The only thing we can reflect on a little bit is the derbies, and sometimes the medal winners on that opposing teams, and I suppose it's happened to us, and we've given it out too. So that's it's not new to us.
In regards to that though, is it a topic that's just never going to go away? It's just
I can't say how it will go away. I mean, people do what they do. I don't think anyone encourages it, but yeah, like I said, we're not immune to it, and our fans and supporters dish it out, and we definitely cop it as well. So, when there's presentations to be made and respect to be had, you love it that everyone's on the same page. It just doesn't happen sometimes.
And apart from those injuries, do you think you're better placed this week with an 8-day break, obviously, versus their 6, and you'll be feeling better?
I haven't thought too much about that. We come off a 6-day break last week. We've got an 8-day break this week. It doesn't normally matter. So we don't dig too deep into the days off, but we've appreciated the chance to train more this week, definitely. So we trained here last night. Trained for probably an extra 20 minutes, which is great, just because we've got a few things we need to work on.
Adam, when are you hoping to get Redden back?
It's a short term. Yeah, it's a short term issue. So
Possibly even next week? Or?
Possibly, yeah.
And just on Barrass, is that related to his previous issues with his feet?
Yeah, well, he had significant time off over pre-season. So, he probably had 6 to 10 weeks off legs over pre-season, and we avoided surgery, and unfortunately it hasn't quite gone away.
So is it correct to call it a stress fracture now? Or not?
I think that's what we've always been calling it. So.
Willie, he's back running. So is that?
Yeah, he's back running. So he's a few weeks away, but very frustrated man at the moment, Willie. So at least he's out with the boys. He's not the best cross trainer. He likes footies in the hands, and he just loves footy so much. So the quicker we can get him on the track and training, the more prepared he'll be. So he looks like in the next 3 or 4 weeks he'll be back.
And I think you said on radio, Nick, after the bye now.
Yeah, we sat down yesterday and had a good chat about that. So he's looking like around the bye. Yeah, I suspect it'll be after the bye. So that'll be still 11 months since he's done it. So that's still relatively early for us. So, and we're not going to rush him. So we need to make sure he's feeling good as well. But it's all pointing towards a positive outcome. He's training, he's competing, he's ready to go, and he's been knocking on the door a little bit, which is a great sign.